Right, guys, welcome to another match preview video on Crazy Shadow Talks Football. My name is Jonathan, aka Crazy Shadow 303, and it's a very special match preview today because basically it's West Bromwich Albion versus Burnley on Friday at the Hawthorns. I'm definitely going to be there, and I'm joined by my Box to Box podcast co-host, Joe. How are you doing, Joe? Big Burnley fan. How are you today?
I'm good, mate. Just like you say, you're in attendance. I'm a bit gutted that I can't go this weekend, this Friday, should I say. As I told you, I've tried to get 7 or 8 people to drive me down, but I'm sure I'll be watching on in spirit because it's on Sky Sports, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, it is televised.
Just make sure you do the cheering on my behalf, but not too much cheering in a way because we want to beat you.
I'll get some funny looks from the crowd around me if I start cheering Burnley, mate.
No, yeah, you can't be doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, as I said, you know, Friday is a big one for both myself and Joe. You know, West Bromwich Albion versus Burnley. It's one of the teams that, you know, I thought at the start of the season we should be looking out for. Your opening game against Huddersfield, really great performance there. And, you know, your result over the weekend, the 5-1 against Wigan. And we've got Wigan. We're recording this on Tuesday, and we've got Wigan tonight. So yeah, this is interesting. How you've completely took out Wigan 5-1, I believe it was, and we're facing them tonight. So they're going to be on us really with a point to prove. But yeah, I mean, our game against Huddersfield over the weekend. Yes, we went 2-0 down, but Jed Wallace, what a signing he's turning out to be.
Oh, don't talk about that because you nicked him off us, didn't you? He was coming to us and then...
Yeah, and then we hijacked it. We hijacked it, yeah. So what a signing Jed Wallace has been. He pulled us back from 2-0 down to draw 2-2. The penalty shout should have been a penalty. The Huddersfield player went through Carlin Grant. It's got to be said, you know. I might be biased in that circumstance, but... you know, we should have really had a penalty with a chance to make it 3-2 and get another 3 points. But we've got another point. It's like our 5th draw in it's like our 4th draw in 6 games with the absolute demolition of Hull City the weekend before, the 5-2 win for us at the Hawthorns, our last home game, and also like the Blackburn loss, which us as Baggies fans won't talk about.
Let's not talk about Blackburn altogether.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, see, as a Baggie, I know all about Jay Rodriguez, but tell me a little bit about the rest of the team, mate.
Well, just quickly on J-Rod, he's actually quite a deceptively good footballer, you know. And I think the squad was crying out for him to come back from injury to like get us on the ball a bit more. Because all due respect to Ashley Barnes, if we're talking about the rest of the squad, he's not used to playing the company style of football, so it's probably been a bit alien to him, having, you know, been a mainstay within the Dutch here. So he's had a while to adapt and probably struggled at times. But Jay Rodriguez is a really deceptively good footballer, and you know, got good ball retention and can get at people in 1v1 scenarios. I think he can play in wide as well if necessary. So yeah, it's been good to have him in the side, and I've been massively impressed with Josh Cullen. You could just watch that guy all day. The things he does in centre midfield, just effortless, and it looks to be the signing of the window for Burnley. You know, 2.7 million from Anderlecht. Company obviously knows him, and I think he's going to be a mainstay, if we're using that word again, in the Clout side for many years. And you know, I'm also looking forward to seeing what Scott Twine can do, because he only played 20 minutes against Huddersfield on the first day, and he hit the post from a free kick, which we obviously know he's good at from his time at MK Dons. He's just been out for 4 weeks with a muscle tear, and it obviously gives us another option in the forward areas, because we've literally only got Jay Rodriguez and Ashley Barnes as 2 out-and-out strikers, should I say. Nobody else is really an out-and-out striker, but we are bringing in someone from a Belgium team somewhere called Anastari. So yeah, it's good up and coming young side, and I'd be happy with a playoff this season, because we've spent about 20 million but hadn't expect, you know, an offload of about £54 million worth of talent, and 13 players through the door at once, or 16, 13 maybe, is a lot to, gel together. So far, I think we're doing really well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, from an Albion perspective, Burnley is one of our main rivals for playoffs, I believe. Because Sheffield United are doing really well, as Watford. So the automatic spots are kind of taken at the moment by Sheffield United and Watford. So I think the best that Burnley and Albion can hope for is a couple of playoff spots, maybe face each other in the playoff final. You never know.
The best I can describe this division, and I don't know if you agree, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So
absolutely,
Reading, who we predicted on the Box to Box podcast to go down, they're top of the league at the moment, but they still might go down because of how the championship works. But a random team like a Norwich could end up going down. I do think that the gap's getting bigger between the Premier League sides and the championship sides now, unfortunately. So there's less, uncertainty surrounding results, and that excitement might perhaps dwindling just slightly, but it's always been that kind of league, and I always think it will be. So I'm really looking forward to the game. Obviously, Steve Bruce is, very familiar with how to get out of this division, and a young up and coming manager against an old stalwart kind of manager. It'd be an interesting tactical battle.
Yeah, I was going to say Vincent Kompany versus Steve Bruce. There's a battle we didn't think would happen, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, the two managers, very different, contrasting styles. Like you said, Kompany has done it all with Manchester City as a player. He's now going to prove himself as a manager. And Steve Bruce, the old veteran, so to speak, he's had pretty much a tour of the Midlands and Tyneside and Wearside, so he's kind of managed all those clubs. He's at the Albion now, and, bar from a few draws, he's done pretty well. I've got no issues with him. Some of the Baggies fans, are already calling for him to be sacked after drawing with Huddersfield, but that's ridiculous in my opinion. Yeah. It's only like 5 games in, and I mean we're really looking forward to this one as Albion, from an Albion perspective. And I mean, any score predictions? I know I'm not going to like this, Joe, but any score predictions for Friday?
I'd take a draw on Friday because West Brom are a good outfit. You've been in the Premier League like ourselves. Even though we were a Premier League side, I don't actually feel like we felt that way all throughout our time. We was always hanging on by the skin of our teeth, and West Brom have gone through that similar sort of yo-yo style sort of time period. And we've both been in similar boats over the last few years. Both had pretty similar styles of managers. Besides Vincent Kompany, obviously, who now likes to play progressive football. So I'll take a draw. I think Jay Rodriguez will score against his former club, and then I think Colin Grant, who plays for you, I think he'll score if he's available. I like him. He's a pacey player, isn't he? Is he any good?
He is. He's just not been clinical enough, really. He's had plenty of chances, especially the Watford game where we drew 1-1, but Carlin Grant had tons of chances to win that for us. He's not been clinical enough. Okay, he's got a few goals. Like he had a goal against Hull. It was a penalty, but he'll take him. And I mean, I'm predicting a very tight game. It's got to be said. But I think we, sorry about this, Joe, but I think we should just scrape it like 3-2. 3-2? 3-2. I'm predicting 3-2 to the Albion. And the reason why I say this is because in typical West Bromwich Albion fashion, Jay Rodriguez will score against us, definitely. He might even score 2. And for us, with the performance from Jed Wallace against Huddersfield, I'd say he'd get a goal. I'd say Grant will get a goal, and also Grady Diangana, who's been playing really well for us at the moment. So I mean, I'm looking forward to Friday. As I said, we're recording this on Tuesday, so we've got to get through Wigan first. You guys, you guys completely obliterated them over the weekend. But yeah, I mean, thank you for coming on the channel, Joe. And, you know, good luck for the rest of the season. Friday not counting, obviously.
Yeah, of course, both ways.
But yeah, I mean, thanks for coming on, Joe. And as for the rest of you, Shadow Squad, I will see you on Friday for West Bromwich Albion versus Burnley, the match vlog. And yeah, follow me on Twitter at CrazyShadow303, and also my other platforms, my Twitch account, CrazyShadow303, and also, you know, my TikTok and Instagrams, which are also CrazyShadow303. But for now, thank you, Joe, for participating in this preview, and we'll see you later, guys.
Cheers, see ya.